What's up, fellas? Hope all is well. New day, new video, new concept. Um, let's take a look. All right, let's go to the full screen here, guys. Okay, so yesterday we talked about 21 buck, ace right 21 buck, ace left 29 buck, ace right 31 buck peak, ace left 39 buck peak. Okay, we talked waggle right. All right, we talked about waggle left. All right. Now let's talk a little bit. Let's get the quarterback involved. Okay. Obviously, when we have this formation right here, if we're an ace, defenses definitely have to account for, well, in my opinion, five guys who could possibly touch the ball at any given time during the play. All right. Quarterback, playmaker, tailback, playmaker. All right. The H, playmaker. Okay, we got the slot here, playmaker. All right, and we got the X out here is the what we call the alpha wide receiver who can make big plays. Okay, who can stretch the field and create matchup issues for the secondary and whatnot. So let's throw in a four. Let's go throw in a 4. So we're an ace right, guys. Okay, so here's the play call for here, guys. All right, so let's put him at about 7. All right, let's put him at about 5. Okay, we're in the gap here. We're in the gap. All right, so we're in a 4-4 defense here, guys. Okay, and quarterback, as we know, okay, we are one high. All right, because he's going to take a picture of the goalpost, like we said earlier. All right, and he sees we got a closed secondary. Okay, we got a safety cut one high, which means they could be heavy in the box, but it's okay because we're in a pretty run heavy formation right here. We got 7 guys blocking. Okay, here's our ace. Looks like they got 2-on-2 out here. So if we like something out there, we could take a shot at it. I didn't say this in the last video, guys, but we should have the capability if we line up and we call a run. Let's just say it's 21 buck, call from the sideline. Okay, and let's just say that this guy. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but that's a lot of real estate right there just to give this slot right here. Okay. I always say if the defense is going to give you a free gift, accept it, take it. All right, that's a free gift right there. I can't predict what's going to happen in Buck. We hope it's going to be a positive play, but they're coached up too. But guys, if we get this right here, all right, we have to have some type of communication. Check Hawaii, 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 which is a 5-yard hitch. Or zip, 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 meaning the quarterback just takes the snap, doesn't even fake it to the back, and just zips it out there. All right, we break a tackle, it's a big play. Okay, but like I said, we should have that option no matter what. Okay, if we line up in ace, we line up in doubles, we line up in trips. If they're going to give us a free gift without it meshing with the back or anything like that, take the snap, get on the line of scrimmage, take the snap, call the play. All right, and throw a quick hitch out to our playmakers out in space. Let them chase after the ball, okay? Possibly miss a tackle and whatnot. All right, so we can go down that road again, but just wanted to put it out there, guys, okay? So let's just bring him back down here. Okay, this play right here, guys, all right? This is going to be called ace right, okay? We're going to call it 18 counter. All right, so 18. All right, 1-8. One quarterback is getting the ball. It's not an option. Okay, we're not reading anybody on this one, guys. Okay, we're not tagging a read or anything like that. This is predetermined. We're going to disconnect from the tailback. Tailbacks, let's just say he's run the ball 2 or 3 times in a row. Chunks of yards, chunks of yards, chunks of yards. Defense is going to start cheating to the back. Okay, flying to the action, flying to the back action, okay? We want to use that against the defense. All right, so let's talk about a little bit of our alignment here, okay? So we're actually on 18 counter, okay? 18 counter. We are going to move the H inside the Y, okay? Is this the only time we do that? No, when we run power, when we have the H kick out the end man, which we'll get to, we're going to also put them up there as well. So we call 18 counter. So ace right, 18 counter. Okay, 18 counter. We're going to put him just inside right here. Okay, we're going to just say, we'll make it nice and simple. All right, in between the tight end and then the tackle. Okay, the right tackle and then the right tight end. Okay, and you're going to see why. Okay, now let's go to the blocking, guys. All right. So quarterback it's a run play. All right, 18-1. 8. All right, that's going to be gap blocking to the left. So the play call is to the left. 8 is to the left, okay? 9, when we ran 29 buck, 9 was to the left. That was a little bit wider, okay? 8 is going to be probably off tackle, I would say. The scheme is going to be a counter scheme where when the guard kicks out the play side end, and then we're going to have a second puller as the wrapper, okay? So let's just take a look up front what that looks like, guys, okay? So I'm on the left. I'm on the play side, okay? My rule here, I am going to block backside linebacker, okay? So I'm blocking the first linebacker. It's going to be the backside linebacker. So the first linebacker inside of me. All right, this linebacker technically, he's capping the tackle right here, but I'm assuming what he's going to do when he sees the tight end, when he sees the tackle block down, veer down, step inside, he's going to probably shoot outside. He's going to scrape over the top, okay? So left tackle, okay, so 18, we're going right to backside linebacker, okay, right there. We got a great kill shot at him, okay? The guard, same deal. He's going to block the first defender inside of him, okay? It's the same almost as gap down backer, all right? But for the guard here, all right? We're blocked. So there's a one technique here. We got him by ourselves. We have to have great footwork. We have to have great fundamentals. We got to open up our right hip a little bit, 6-inch step, punch, drive him down the line. Don't let him penetrate into the A gap, okay? And let's drive our feet. Let's get him out of this gap, okay? Center, okay? This is very similar to buck, okay? So if it's going to the left, okay, if it's 18 counter, all right, same deal. It's back to on. All right, so back would be to the right. If the play is going to the left, we have to look to the back to the right. Is there a threat in the back? Okay, is there a threat in the backside? Yes, there is. There's a 3 technique. I have to block him back, okay, because I know the guard's pulling, okay. Guard, all right, we're getting downhill. We're going to get a good angle. I want tight, hugging the offensive lineman's rear ends on this one, okay? So we're here. We're downhill. This guy comes up the field. We're kicking him out. We're not stopping our feet on contact. We're delivering a great punch. We're keeping our hips down, our head back. All right, on contact, we keep our hands in, and we continue to move our feet. We don't let him slide off. We don't let him bounce off. Okay, we stay engaged, okay? There's my kick out right there. So I got a down block by the tackle, all right, backside linebacker. I got a down block by the left guard. We're blocking back by the center, okay? The right tackle. So here's the deal here, all right, on counter, all right? And I love counter. We're going to run QB counter at a number of different formations. We're going to run tailback counter as well, okay? But QB counter is a great play, especially a good a running quarterback, okay? Since we already have 2 backs in the back, we're going to utilize this back right here as our second puller. That's going to help us tremendously. Why? That enables the tackle to stay home, okay? So now it's not a guard and tackle pull, all right? This is a counter. This is a 18 counter, okay? If we're pulling the right guard, if we're pulling the guard and tackle, we're just going to call it Georgia Tech, all right? GT, Georgia Tech. But this one is just regular counter, okay? So right here, we're going to block back here. This tackle now, he's going to squeeze that 3 technique right there with the center. All right, we're squeezing that guy so he can't penetrate and he can't follow the guard. He can't get into the hip of the pull. Okay, the tight end. Okay, the tight end is going to step in because that's the biggest threat, a linebacker blitzing or this guy pinching. Okay, we're stepping in, up, and then climbing. Okay, hoping to pick that guy off right there. We're not going to block that end. And I'm going to show you why. Okay, quarterback is going to give a great fake. Okay, we're going to drop our hips. Okay, we're dropping our hips. Okay, we're giving a great fake, almost like it's going to be power. Okay, we're going to be. It's almost like we haven't talked about power, but it's going to be very similar to power. It's not going to be like buck so much where we're going lateral. We're going power, so we're going stepping towards the line of scrimmage more, downhill more at the snap. Okay, so we're going to open up. Okay, quarterback's eyes are going to flash to this end right here. Okay, or in that area, end, linebacker. Okay, whatever we get, probably linebacker, I would say, because that's what we did in buck. So that's my fault. But we're going to give a great fake because you got to think that that's going to freeze these linebackers right here. It's going to have to freeze them. Okay, they have to honor that mesh in the backfield. Okay, we're going to fake here, and after the fake, okay, so right now this is what's Now we got to incorporate the H. Our second puller, right on the snap, no delay, okay? We're getting right on the hip of the guard, all right? We're hugging, hugging. So here's my down block. Here's my kick out. I'm getting right here, north and south, and I'm leading the way right there. That's my, what they call the wrapper. He is the wrapper, okay? So we got the kick out by the guard. We got the wrap by the H, okay? So this is a counter, all right? Counter means misdirection in the backfield, okay? We're faking here. We go from tailback to blocker now, okay? We're going to pick up any trash that seeps through. Could be this D line, this D end, could be a blitzer, whoever. We're picking up any trash. We got to give a great fake, freeze the linebackers, okay? On the left, okay, it's 18 Q. 1 quarterback, 8 gap scheme to the left, all right? Gap counter play to the left, all right? Quarterback fakes it and then takes it right here, all right? If that end flies up the field, he's doing us a massive favor. He opens up a huge canyon there, all right? And it would be like stealing, all right? If he's well coached, which a lot of kids are, if he bends, then we have to have some savviness here, guys, okay? So the guard, obviously, if he bends, instead of trying to kick him out, we're going to try to log him. That means now get on the outside hip of that end. And then the quarterback can read that, and he just takes it one more gap outside. That's all that is, okay? And the H has to obviously see that too. If the DN bends and the guard logs, then that H, instead of trying to stuff his nose into the B gap, and it's just too many bodies there, too much traffic, he's going to bounce it outside one more gap. Okay, we just have to adjust. There's more than one way to adjust here. Okay, obviously we're going to be great blockers out here. We know these two guys. I'd get as wide as possible. Let's try to remove these defenders here out of the box. And now let's prevent the worst. What's the worst case scenario out of this guy? This outside linebacker, strong safety shooting through. Okay, so we're going to take a good angle step here and then seal him off, drop our hips, because we got to think the quarterback's going to be running the ball right up through here. Same deal here. We want to get great angles, great angles, great angles. Hey, listen, if this guy's locked on you, okay, if he's not looking in the backfield, he's not reading too, just run him off. All right, let's just not, let's work smarter, not harder, okay? Because if it's man-to-man, just run him off, remove him, okay? And obviously, that's the free hitter to the ball, and I'm fine with that. We had a quarterback who can make great moves in the open field, all right, and make a lot happen. All right, so that is right there. That is 18 counter. All right, quarterback's getting it. I'm going to run it to the. Let's run it to the right. Okay, let's see how that looks. All right, give me 1 second. All right, fellas. Now we got ace left. Okay, so ace left is the call. All right, we're still in ace, 21 personnel. Okay, so we're going ace left. The call is going to be 12 counter. 12 counter. 1, quarterback's automatically getting it. There's no debate about it. Okay, he's disconnecting automatically to the back. All right, and then taking it to the right now. 2, gap blocking to the right. Coach, what's gap blocking? Okay, if you're on the play side, 2 is going to be right. So if you're on the right side, you're blocking down. Okay, you may get a double team, you may get a solo block, but regardless, you're blocking down. Okay, and let's just see what that looks like here, guys. Okay, so all right, what do we got here? Looks like we got, so we're going to look at the goalpost. All right, so I got 1 high. All right, it's 2-on-2 out here. All right, but we're going to stick with the play call, guys. All right, so obviously for 12, this guy's smart. He knows if it's 12, he's going to move in. He's going to line up right there. Once we break the huddle, we're not going to motion him there. We're going to break the huddle, and he's going to set there. Okay, so we want to, like I said, we want a great fake to the back. Okay, in the backfield, it looks like this. It's going to look like power to the left. It's almost going to look like 28 power. Okay, but it's going to end up becoming 12 counter. All right, counter is going to be the guard kicking out, left guard kicking out, and then the H-back is wrapping. All right, so 12-2, I'm the right tackle. I block the first defender inside of me. Okay, it's going to be, looks like that. So we're blocked from this defense. Okay, we stick with our rules. Always stick with your principles, guys, all right? Because you can always fall back on your principles, your blocking rules, okay? I don't know where the defense is going to line up. So if we stick with the principle of block the first defender inside of me, I'm going to stick with that, Okay, we'll throw a number of scenarios at guys. All right, and we'll be good, and we'll be able to block stuff, block fronts up no matter what, just by sticking with rules. All right, so here we go. So we're blocking. Whoop, my fault here. We're gonna go. All right. All right, so we're blocking backside linebacker. Boom, right there. Great shot right there. All right, so we're blocking down. Okay. The guard, he's got that one by himself. Okay, that's a big block. That's not an easy block. It's a good angle, but it's not an easy block. Okay, that's a man-on-man block. Okay, when we got a counter is a little bit longer of a developing play, not a long play, but because you got to fake. There's some moving parts in the backfield, guys, before we end up running the ball off, hitting the line of scrimmage. So we got to keep our feet going. We can't lose him, and we can't get penalized. So we're putting a strong onus on the guard right here to get the job done. Center, obviously we know, back to on. So if it's going to the right, if it's 12, back is to the left. So yeah, I got a 3 technique back there. I got to block back. Left tackle, we're going to squeeze that. Okay, we're going to squeeze that. All right. And then we're going to go tight end. We're going to climb right up to linebacker just like that. Okay. This is going to be a great double team right here. So here we go. So we got left guard, tight, downhill, good angle. We're kicking out that end right there. All right, kicking out end. My H is going to be the wrapper right on the snap. He's going, okay? He is going. That's who the quarterback is going to really follow. All right, he's going to hat right on any off-cut, like different color jersey that can defend the play in the B gap, C gap, okay? We're not going to look outside, always climb and look inside, okay? Quarterback is going to fake a great fake to the back, great mesh. We're going to disconnect. Back now goes from tail ball carrier now to blocker. We're going to pick up any trash on that side that can seep through. All right, quarterback is going to take it and follow that H. He's going to get right north and south right here, okay? What kind of splits? Hey, listen, if we're running 12, I'd have the right tackle take a little bit bigger of a split. Maybe 2.5, 3 foot, don't make it obvious, but let's widen that end out. Help out our blockers. Help out our fellow linemen, okay? The guard can cut a split down because if he's going to block down, all right, we're going to bring that D lineman closer to the center and away from the play. It's like those little things that matter, guys. Good angle here, okay, because we know it's not an RPO, okay? This is making no bones about it. Quarterback's running the ball on a counter. All right, we're making great angles. Don't let this guy, if he tries to go inside, he's doing you a favor. If he's trying to go inside, he's doing you a favor. Just prevent him from going over the top. All right, don't let him club over. Don't let him rip across your face, okay? That is 18 counter. All right, so that is ace left. All right, that is 18 counter. 1 quarterback, 8. All right. Sorry, that's my fault, 100%. This is 12 counter. 12 counter. Okay, so ace left, 12 counter. All right, I apologize. I didn't mean to mess anybody up. All right, guys. Hey, appreciate your time. And hit me up with questions if you got any. Thanks a lot.